Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jemmy and Nye, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML, a managed service provider in Queens, NY, offering network management, voice over IP, unified communications as a service, cybersecurity, compliance, infrastructure as a service, cloud solutions, and Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this episode is for you.
Yeah, and today we're doing a deep dive into something that honestly feels a little like magic.
Right, it really does. We're looking at Len's article today, which is titled AI Tips and Tricks, AI Video Editing with Clipchamp in Windows 11. And hey, real quick, if you find this deep dive helpful, please hit that thumbs up button.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
think about video editing for a second. Usually it's this massive, technical hurdle.
Oh, totally. It's a total nightmare for most people.
Right. You need expensive software, a lot of free time. But if you're running Windows 11, the solution is actually just sitting right on your desktop.
Wait, you mean Clipchamp? I always thought that was just like a really basic app.
It used to be. But now it's this built-in AI-driven powerhouse. It uses AI to bypass all that friction that usually stops business owners from creating content in the first place.
So what are the actual features? Because I hear AI video editor and I'm like, okay, what does that actually mean for my day-to-day?
Well, for starters, there's auto captions, which saves hours of typing out text. Then there's text-to-speech, which turns your written script into a full voiceover.
But doesn't it sound like a robot?
No, and that's the crazy part. It actually sounds incredibly natural. And my absolute favorite is the AI silence removal. It just goes in and cuts out all those awkward pauses automatically.
Okay, I'm going to push back a little here.
Go for it.
That sounds great in theory, right? But is this just a tech gimmick?
How do you mean?
I mean, it's like having a fancy sports car in your garage, but not knowing how to drive manual. Having the tool doesn't mean the average person has the technical skill to pull a good result out of it without, crashing.
That is a totally fair point. But that's where the underlying mechanism of the AI really shines, especially when you pair it with Copilot for Business. You aren't, manually dragging and dropping clips.
Oh, so you aren't actually editing.
Exactly. The AI acts as a parser. You just give it a text prompt, and it references its language models to write a coherent script.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it generates the audio and drops it all on a video timeline using stock assets.
Okay, so Copilot is essentially acting like the director handing out a script, and Clipchamp is the film crew instantly executing it.
That is the perfect way to describe it. It completely changes the workflow. We're moving from video editing as a specialized media task to treating it like basic word processing.
So how does this actually look in the real world? Did Len test this out?
He did. Len actually put that exact workflow to the test to prove it scales for real business needs. He needed to make a really specific training video.
What kind of video?
He wanted to show users how to do a blind transfer on a Yealink T53 desk phone to extension 100.
Oh, man. That is the perfect example of a repetitive, step-by-step IT request. The kind that drives managers crazy answering over and over during employee onboarding.
100%. So instead of, setting up a camera and fumbling through a physical demonstration, he just fed one prompt into the system.
Just one prompt. What did he say?
He just typed, create a video informing users how to transfer a call on a Yealink T53 phone to extension 100. Demonstrate a blind transfer method.
And what happened?
Within minutes, the AI synthesized the technical steps, applied the voice narration, generated the auto captions, and used that silence removal tool to cut the dead air.
No way. All from that one sentence.
Yeah. He had a clean, deployable training video on the first attempt. 0 manual recording required.
That is wild. It completely shifts the bottleneck. I mean, if a new phone system rolls out or you're updating your cybersecurity protocols, you can standardize that communication instantly.
Right, exactly.
Why repeat yourself endlessly when you can just automate the explanation?
And that standardization is the real business value here. It's why a managed service provider like CDML doesn't just, provision your network and walk away.
Right. They actually help you use the tools.
Exactly. They actively help organizations train their teams to integrate tools like Clipchamp into their daily operations. They make sure your staff uses the technology securely, compliantly, and actually extracts value out of what you already pay for in the Microsoft ecosystem.
Because there's no point paying for the tools if they just sit there gathering digital dust.
Spot on.
By the way, a quick reminder to everyone listening, if you want to stay ahead of the curve on practical strategies like this, CDML publishes new blog posts every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, it's a great resource for spotting these built-in shortcuts. It definitely changes your perspective on what your operating system is capable of doing right out of the box.
It really does. Which leaves us with a final thought to ponder today.
Oh, what's that?
If AI can instantly replace the tedious chore of video editing using tools already installed on your PC, what other repetitive manual tasks are you wasting time on right now that already have a hidden AI solution waiting to be discovered?
That is a great question. And to start finding those solutions, visit cdml.com and subscribe to the blog.
We're Jemmy and Nye. Thanks for listening. Until next time.